So we are back. I think we just got to do a drop off here this time. And I'm not sure where we're heading next, to be honest. Still don't know why I can't use those, but so 11. No need to go get other uniforms. Ooh, did I go the wrong way? This way?
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't wave that around. I mean, thank you for this perfectly normal item.
Yeah, so no sense until I level up more to get the other outfits, but probably should. Drop these off. This one. And it was this one. Huh. Okay. Let's see what we got. Sure. Some more drop-offs.
The Viscount. Not much room in the barracks. I think I found something of yours. I didn't expect to see this again. Thank you. Truly.
Okay.
The Viscount.
Alright. Let's go to Sebastian next here.
Your family can rest now. Their killers are gone.
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chancellor's Board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
I hope their deaths bring you peace.
Thank you. More than I can say. I truly did not expect anyone but me to take up this cause. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
Okay. I don't think we got anything. Well, you never know, though. Never know. Okay, Elysian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Baru, and I mean this really, Val Rayo, and I mean this literally. Once again, the system of noble titles. Okay, we've read this in our other playthroughs. Well, I'm not going to bore you again with it because it gets long. And I don't think there's anything different. No. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We're just doing some cleanup now.
You dare show your face to me again.
Bye-bye. Blah, blah, blah. He asked for death.
Vivian will be devastated if I don't find Taffy.
He asked for death. I gave it to him. It's the best that you did for his life.
Welcome.
I solved your problem.
So, what happened? One of the miners told me you rescued him from dragons. I cuffed him for lying.
Well, he wasn't. Go there and see the corpses for yourself.
But I thought they're extinct. I believe you. You made them extinct again? If it is safe, the miners can return to work.
I got all the dragons. Should be safe enough for now.
Let us discuss your payment. You have been a great help. Since you did so much more than I was expecting, how about we work together? I am offering a 50-50 share in the mine. You will make us both rich if you can keep your countrymen safe.
Why would you share half your business with me?
I spent a decade honing my business instincts in Val Royeaux. I once sold a seat cushion to Empress Selene. Simply put, I have a good feeling about you. So, what do you say?
Seems like the miners could use protection. And an advocate.
So, to our first order of business. We'll replace the lost workers. I will hire new hands. Plenty of desperate Ferelden's out there. But it will take some time. I need you to convince the surviving miners to return. They are holed up in Lowtown. Tell them the bone pit is safe again.
I'll see what I can do.
Aveline's friendship. And an advocate. Yes, they're definitely gonna need it. What is over here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that one. Let me see what you got, Bohan. Just because he's not going to be there for very long. Follow nature. Apparently mine is not. Well, that changes everything, doesn't it? I did not know that we could do that. Or not do that. Maybe we'll pick up another one later. It's not like we can't, pick them up.
Do you need something, honey?
You don't work here, do you? With the customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart.
I'm definitely
Is
a prize.
there something you want?
A couple of Templar recruits went missing. They were last seen here.
You'll have to be more specific. We do a lot of business with the Templars.
The Templars are the ones who want this information.
We make a lot of our money off of nervous Templars that expect some privacy.
I'll be discreet.
Let me look through the books. Wilmot, Karen... Here we go. Wilmot came in here a lot. You sure he had time to be a Templar? The both of them last saw Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east.
That's quite the stage name.
It sounds better than the tramp from Darktown. You should hear what some of the others are called.
Thank you for your help.
Sure thing. And listen, you didn't hear any of this from me. We clear?
Iduna, right? Do you remember entertaining a Templar named Wilmot a few weeks ago? Or Karen?
Wilmot. That doesn't sound familiar.
I know he saw you frequently.
With a body like mine, men rarely have time to give me their names. They're too busy doing other things. Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
Hawk, go easy on this lovely creature.
You should listen to your friend.
We have to ask her about Karen. What's your problem?
Yes, but certainly there's no harm mixing a little business and pleasure.
I'm here on business. Karen. Wilmot.
Answer one of my questions first. Who told you about little old me?
It was Vivica. She showed me her books.
That wasn't so hard, was it? So, Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
I will not...
How did you... Oh, shit. Spare
Oh, that
me,
was
sir.
great. Sorry about that, guys.
You're just too dangerous. You have to die.
No. No!
Maybe we can find answers somewhere around here. And then a cold shower.
Blood magic. Blood magic. The Forbidden School. Foul and corrupt are you who have taken my gift and turned it against my children. Transfigurations 18:10. The ancient inventors did not ordinarily consider blood magic a school of its own. Rather, they saw it as a means to achieve greater power in any school of magic. The name, of course, refers to the fact that magic of this type uses life, specifically in the form of blood, instead of mana. It is common practice at one time for the magisters to keep a number of slaves on hand so that, should he undertake the workings of a spell, that was physically beyond his abilities, he could use the blood of his slaves to booster the casting. One time, however, the Imperium discovered types of spells that could only be worked by blood. Although lyrium will allow a mage to send his conscience into the Fade, blood will allow him to find the sleeping minds of others, view their dreams, and influence or dominate their thoughts. Just as treacherous, blood magic allows the veil to be opened completely so that the demons may physically pass through it into our world. The thought for some time to been stamped out into the Imperium, the practice of blood magic seems to be on the rise in recent years. The current Black Divine has lifted most of the prohibitions against dream walking, and so many mages in the Imperium now use it openly in the name of research. From the Forest Schools, Etrees, the 3rd edition, by First Enchanter Joseph. Search a room.
Apostate prostitutes? Prostitutes!
Oh my
It
god.
appears our new friends make their home in the Undercity. Shall we pay them a visit?
Oh, we shall. Prostitutes. Oh, Lord. Okay, so we're not going here. Ah, I see. Very good. Okay, gallows we go. Alright. Let's
This
see.
isn't right. I alphabetized the potions yesterday.
Okay, so that's nothing that I really want.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend. Ah, my young friend. How goes this?
Did we not complete it? I don't know what's going on with this game.
Ah, my young friend. How goes the search?
Okay, well. Seems like it says it's done, but it's not in the other area done. Is what it is, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Best armor.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you let this get away from you.
An old, foolish thing to need. Thank you for saving me the trip.
Stay off my dock, unless you've got a ticket home for Eldon.
Okay, so if you haven't played this, Isabel comes up with some excuse not to come in there with us. So so we're just not even gonna bother.
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arishok.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
The Qunari. The people of the Qun are perhaps the least understood groups in the group in Thedas. The Qunari wars were brutal, but so was the Chantry Schism. So was the fall of the Imperium. Some of this misunderstanding is an agent of nature. The race we call Qunari are formidable. Nature is giving them fierce horns and strange eyes and an ignorant look on them and sees monsters. Excuse me. Some is an accident of language. Few among the Qun people speak the common tongue, and fewer speak it well. In a culture that strives for mastery, to have only a passable degree of skill in humiliating indeed, and so often keeps quiet among foreigners, out of shame. But much of it is the results of culture itself. The Qunari view the whole society as a single creature, a living entity whose health and well-being is the responsibility of all. Each individual is only a tiny part of the whole, a drop of blood in its veins, important not for itself, but for what it is to the whole creature. Because of this, the Qunari most outsiders meet belong to the army, which the Qun recognizes as if they were a physical body, arms, legs, eyes, and ears, the things a creature needs in order to interact with the world. One cannot get to know a person solely by studying his hands or foot, and so one cannot truly meet the Qunari until one has visited their cities. That is where their mind and soul dwells. In Shaharan and Pavolan, one can truly see the Qunari in their entity. There, the unification of the Qunari into a single being is most evident. Workers whom the Qun call the mind produce everything the Qunari require. The soul, the priesthood, seeks a greater understanding of the self, the world, and exhorts the body and mind to continually strive for perfection. The body serves as the go-between for the mind, the soul, and the world. Everyone and everything has a place, decided by the Qun, in which they work for the good of the whole. It is a life of certainty, of equality, if not individuality. From the writings of the seer of Congrath, 841 Blessed. And I believe there's more stuff up here. Okay, no, there's not.
Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your Arishok. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Arishokost, Maras Shokra, Anan Isamkun.
The Qun from an elf? The madness of this place.
Tell me that helped.
We shall see.
Yes, well, that said, I'm here to report that your hated Talvishoth were felled, one and all, right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Make your chatty elf say something.
Any insight that would help?
Qunari do not abandon a debt. I humbly request clarification from the Arishok.
I have a growing lack of disgust for you. The dwarf imagined the deal for the Gatlock. He invented a task to prove his worth when he has none.
Then we have wrongly inserted ourselves in your affairs. Would you have us kill this dwarf?
Wait, what now?
If you face Tal Vashoth, he is not worthy of dying to you, as he was not worthy of dying to them. But you keep good company. Let him live, and leave.
You may want to take this opportunity to go.
But he has to sell. It's a product. People want it.
There is no profit in empowering those not of the Qun. The means of creating the Gatlock is ours alone. It shall be dispensed only to our enemies, in the traditional manner.
You are a frustrating people. And you're fired. Sodding bunch of oxmen and doglords. A whole lot breathing smoke. Pah.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here.
The Qun. Long ago, the Ashikari lived in a great city by the sea. Wealth and prosperity shone upon the city like sunlight, and still its people grumbled in discontent. The Arishaki walked the streets of his home and saw that all around him were the signs of genius. Trumpets of agriculture, artistic masterpieces, the palace of wealth merchants, libraries, and concert halls. But he also saw signs of misery: the poor, sick, lost, frightened, and the hopeless. And the Arishaki asked himself, how can one people be both wise and ignorant, great and ruined, triumph and despairing? So the Arishak left the land of his birth, seeking out other cities and nations, looking for people who have found wisdom enough to end hopelessness and despair. He wandered for many years, though empires filled with palaces and gardens, but in every nation of the wise, the great, and the mighty, he found the forgotten, the abandoned, and the poor. Finally, he came to the vast desert, a wasteland of bare rock clawing at the empty sky, where he took shelter in the shadow of a towering rock, and resolved to meditate until he found his answer or perish. Many days passed until one night, as he gazed out from the shadow of the rock, he saw the lifeless desert awaken. 100,000 locusts hatched from the barren ground, and as one they turned south, a single wave of moving earth. The Arishok rose and followed in their wake, a path of devastation miles wide. The one variant land turned to waste, and the Arishok eyes was open. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complexity is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. And the Arishok went forth to his people, an expert from the Qunari and Cantaloupe, saying, this is your life. You can either get down to the nitty-gritty and make it worth it, or you can sit there, pout, and continue the self-destruction, is what I get out of that. All right. I will be right back. Give me one moment. Okay, I am back.
Hey, it's the one that rescued me from them dragons. A fellow for Eldon, no less. Earl, eyes on her face, you lush.
1,000 thanks for saving Jansen's worthless hide.
Worthless, am I? My farm supplied eggplant to half of the South Reach.
Yeah? My eggplant supplied half the bastards in South Reach.
Freaking early.
Oh, you're a real hero. Now what brings you here?
I killed the dragons. It's safe to return to work.
What if there's more dragons later? Or something worse like, bigger dragons?
I go back to the missus without this job. She'll rip me apart sure as any dragon.
What can we do? That bastard Hubert is the only one willing to hire us.
I own half the mine now. I'll keep it safe.
Really? Huh. Be nice to work for one of our own. If you don't give us a fair shake, who would? Back to work, boys. I'm happy to take more of Hubert's coin.
Okay. Let's check this here quick. Who are we fighting?
Go down!
Bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
Dead drop.
There's the dead drop. Hopefully the wardens will appreciate this.
Hopefully. One can hope. Okay. Next. Okay, we gotta go talk to Ariani.
Fantastic.
Let's check some shops quick here. I see. Mm-hmm. We're gonna buy some sugar cakes. Thank you. Don't really care if we use them, I'm just buying them. Alright. They got nothing.
Your son has taken refuge with the Dalish.
What? But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money. But this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
It's a shame I'm gonna have to sell that. That's all filled. Okay. Excuse me, dear. Okay, so what is left?
What am I, your servant? There's a letter for you on the desk.
I wouldn't mind if you were. Alright, proud scion of Hawk's family. I do not contact you directly, but we have met before. I know you to be a person of good character and unusual ability. Indulge me in a meeting outside the city, for I require aid in a delicate task. As a token of good faith, I have enclosed a modest sum. There will be more waiting if you can help. Please come as soon as you receive this. If you do not, the lives of many innocents may be on my hands. Sincerely, a friend. Dark Epiphany. I understand that you are to thank for the return of the lost Grey Warden letters. This deed did not go unnoticed. Please accept the enclosed reward and the warden's blessings. Your discretion about this affair is appreciated. Anonymous. Nice. Big cash out on that one. All right. This is where we're gonna halt it again. As you notice, this is the beginning of where we were in this one, but we will start again next time in the next episode, and we'll head to see if we can't find Karen in here. Have a good one. Bye now.